Step 1. Lower frame, brace, and gussets. First, you're going to fasten the vertical frame to the lower frame using two M6 by 35 bolts. Secure with the lock nuts. Fasten the lower brace to the lower frame using two M6 by 45 bolts. Secure these with lock nuts. Step C. Fasten the gussets to inside of the vertical frame and the outside of the lower brace using four M6 by 30 bolts. Secure those with lock nuts. Note, if optional wheel kit was purchased, it should be installed now using instructions supplied with the kit. Step 2. Horizontal frame and rim rests. First, insert horizontal frame inside of vertical frame. Rotate horizontal frame until the holes line up with the holes in the vertical frame. Fasten the horizontal frame to the vertical frame using two M6 by 35 bolts. Secure with lock nuts. The next step is to fasten both rim rests to the vertical frame using four M6 by 25 bolts. Secure these with lock nuts. Note, rim rests have a short side and a long side. The distance from the edge to the center of the hole. The long side must face forward toward the rim when in use. Step 3. L bracket. Fasten the upper hole on the L bracket to the horizontal frame using an M6 by 45 bolt. Secure both with lock nuts. Step 4. Installing net poles. For the front poles, fasten outside net poles to horizontal frame using M6 by 35 bolt. Secure with a lock nut. Do not fasten snug. Net poles must be able to pivot for storage. The next step is to insert the removable ball dent pin in the horizontal frame. Note, before installing poles, make sure top hole is oriented inward. The holes must face inward. Note, pull inside net pole out slightly so it isn't blocking the holes in the outside net poles to insert the bolt through. The rear poles. Allow rear poles to rest on pole guides. Fasten outside net pole to horizontal frame using M6 by 30 bolt. Secure with lock nut. Do not fasten snug. Net poles must be able to pivot for storage. Step 5. The ball ramp. Install ball ramp through hole in L bracket using rubber washer between them. Tighten down the female T-handle. Step 6. Installing the Velcro net. Lay out the net on a flat surface with the black ribbon facing down. Loop long Velcro to bottom 4 corners. Loop 2 of the short Velcro 11 squares up from the bottom on the center net panel. Loop short Velcro 12 squares up from the bottom on the left right side. Loop short Velcro 13 squares down from the top on the left and right side. Note, soft side of Velcro should face out. Step 7. Attach the net. First, slide inside net pole out of outside net pole until the silver button on the pop pin securely pops out of the hole in the outside net pole. Repeat on the other 3 poles. Attach carabiner to grommet holes in net and hole in the inside net pole. Repeat on the 3 inside net poles. Carabiner latch should face up. Make sure black ribbon faces towards net poles when orienting the net for installation. Then, attach Velcro on net to corresponding D-ring on horizontal frame. Repeat on other 3 D-rings. Now attach Velcro on net to outside net poles. Repeat once on the other front net pole and 4 times on the 2 rear net poles. Note, Velcro should pull the net tight to the front outside net poles. The rear net poles should not pull the net tight to the net poles. 2 people are recommended to safely mount the IC3. Person A lifts the right side and person B lifts the left side. Firmly grip the lower brace with one hand and the vertical frame with the other hand in the areas shown by the arrows. Keep the IC3 level when lifting. Lift the unit high enough so that the top of the vertical frame goes up and over the top of the basketball hoop. Set the unit down so that the rim rests against the rim. Using the pole brace support decided upon in steps 8 and 9, level the unit on the rim and extend the pole brace against the basketball pole. Tighten male T-handle to secure it in place. Omit this step if you are using a non-pole supported unit with a regulation 72-inch backboard. Step 8. Backboard to pole overhang of 18 inches or less. Measure the distance between the front of your backboard and your pole to determine which pole brace fits your needs. If the distance is greater than 18 inches, go to step 9. If distance is 0 to 10.5 inches, install short pole brace into pole support brace. Fasten using M6 by 25 bolt. Secure with lock nut. If the distance is 10.5 to 18 inches, repeat step C using medium pole brace. Install completed brace into the bottom support tube. Thread male T-handle into L bracket.